Hello students, I hope you're all studying well and regularly keeping a track of our weekly current affairs. At the same time, I'm guessing that you've already, joined our Telegram channel. So I'm hoping if you've done that. Now, in case I know for a fact that some of our new joiners may have forgotten to do so. Don't worry, the link is in the description. Quickly join the Telegram channel to get more updates with regards to the weekly current affairs. So now in today's session, we have 4 major news to discuss, a lot of different things to understand what has happened in the last, weeks of February, starting with the major thing, that is important days. Now what do we have? 4 major things to understand here. Number 1 being on the 13th of February, we had the World Radio Day. Then on the 20th of February, there were 4 major things to understand. Number 1 being Arunachal Pradesh's Foundation Day as well as Mizoram's Foundation Day. So both the things again on the 20th of February. Similarly, World Anthropology Day and World Day of Social Justice again on the 20th of February. Remember this, okay? Let's move to the next thing. But before going to the next element, it is very important for you all to pay attention to the screen and understand about one of our major flagship events or flagship opportunities, that is the CLAT at Zero Fee program. Now what is this? Here you get our expert mentors. You get CLAT mock test videos with the test along with the video solutions. At the same time, you get 10 plus learning hour videos easily, freely available to you. At the same time, final thing that you can see, 4 plus hours of strategy building session. So CLAT at your doorstep in no cost. So remember to sign up for this. For the ones who have not enrolled for any of our programs, this is a golden opportunity for you all. Details for the same are available in the description. Let's move to the next element, that is appointments. Now talking about appointments, there have been quite a few of appointments. The first one to discuss, Tuhin Kanta Pandey has been appointed as the 11th SEBI chairperson. Moving on, N. Chandrasekharan has been appointed as the chairman for Ratan Tata Endowment Foundation. Alright, the next thing that you're seeing, IOA, that is Indian Olympic Association, forms the ad hoc panel for boxing affairs. Moving on, Vijendra Gupta has been elected as the speaker for Delhi's assembly. Now why is this important? Because in the recent times in our national capital, we are seeing quite a lot of basic, political shift. So we are seeing the new CM who has been appointed at the same time, since there is a new parliament that is there. That is why there is this discussion. So please have a look at this. So more than parliament, I am talking about the assembly per se. Now similarly, Shaktikanta Das. Now if you remember, Shaktikanta Das is the former, he is the governor for RBI. Remember this. Now he has been appointed as the principal secretary to PM Modi. Moving on, Gyanesh Kumar has been appointed as India's new Chief Election Commissioner. Please have a look at all of these things. Now again, why is it important? Why have I put for Shaktikanta Das? As I told you, he was the former governor for RBI. Because I'm talking about the former governor and a new role that has been shifted to, please have a look at all of these things. Now we come to the next important update, important news for this week. What are we seeing? Number 1, Ministry of Ayush felicitates Ayurveda stalwarts with National Dhanvantri Ayurveda Awards. Now here we are seeing 3 major Vaidyas who have been, given this award. So the number 1 was Vaidya Tarachand Sharma. Now he was given this award for his expertise in Nadi Vaidya and Ayurveda literature. Furthermore, Dravya Gun Vigyan scholar who is having a 60 plus years of experience and service was, this person is Vaidya Mayaram Unyal. Okay, and then the third one is Vaidya Samir Govind Jamagdani. Now he has been given, or he is the founder for Ayurveda's education initiatives. All the 3 have received a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees. And majorly the idea behind giving them this awards is for their extensive contribution in Ayurvedic research, practice as well as education. So please remember this. Now further detailed updates, detailed notes for this is available in the notes that are shared on the Telegram channel. So without fail, join the channel. Moving on. Next major thing, Green Transition Alliance with India, Denmark's new climatic initiative or new climate initiative. Now here, with this initiative, the benefit here is to strengthen India-Denmark's relation. Okay, so the collaboration in terms of sustainable energy. Now if you see, the focus area here is renewable energy, green fuel, energy efficiency. Now talking about this, there are some of the key companies who have joined in. Now with regards to these key companies, the detailed list of companies are already provided to you in the PDF. But at the same time, let's just focus on the initiatives or the working projects of these companies. Some of them are working with green fuels, some with biotech, sustainable water solution, at the same time wind energy. So there are major companies working on these segments, and with this it is important for you all to go through this as well. Coming to the third major news for today, that is Kerala unveils Nayan Mitram 2.0, which is AI driven eye screening. Now it is important for you to understand this. As you can see, the government of Kerala has launched the Nayan Mitram 2.0, which is world's first AI assisted eye screening program for chronic diseases. Now it becomes important for you to understand, and this is with basically government of Kerala in partnership with a health tech. Okay, the name of the health tech is Remedio. Now with this health tech, this becomes the world's first government-led AI-assisted screening conditions. Okay, so here you will see screening conditions like AMD, diabetic retinopathy as well as glaucoma. So make sure that you're going through all of this. Here the conditional or at the moment the establishment is at the community health hospitals, taluka hospitals as well as at the government, district hospitals. So please have a look at this. Finally, we come to the fourth major news for today, that is Rekha Gupta has been appointed as the new Chief Minister for Delhi. Now why does it become important for us to understand the new appointment of a Chief Minister? One, because it is at the capital of the nation. Second, after years, another big major party has been a part or has come in majority over there. Rekha Gupta's, so she won with her opponent with a margin of 25,000 votes. At the same time, she is the first time MLA. At the same time, she becomes the fourth chief minister, fourth woman chief minister. So I'll tell you the list also. Immediate past chief minister was Atishi. Before that, we had Sheila Dikshit. Now she was the chief minister for Delhi for 15 years, from 1998 to 2013. And 1998, in that period, for a brief period of time, Sushma Swaraj was also the chief minister of Delhi. So understanding all of these things, news for this also becomes important. At the same time, as I told you, she is the first time MLA. So that also becomes a major update or understanding for us. Now coming to the last part, I hope you have thoroughly gone through the complete February month's news and updates. I hope in our next video, whatever we discuss, you have already put in your doubts in the comment section so that it becomes easier for us to help you solve them. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and all the best.